Hey guys, we're going to talk a little bit more about patterns of sound. We talked about that a bit in up front about patterns and filters and timing and meaning. So let's talk just a little bit more about patterns of sound. I'm not going to beat it to death. Okay, we talked about that sound of bacon, right? That chaotic sound of bacon. Our voice can be very melodic. Da 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 da. We've all been to school. We've all had that fifth grade math. Oh no, fifth grade math teacher. That's a bad analogy right now. Let me go into the seventh grade social studies teacher. And today we're going to talk about the Civil War and da 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 da. Holy smokes. You went to sleep. The pattern. He didn't shift his pattern. There was no fluctuation in his voice. It was just da 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 da. We call that what? Monotone. Okay. There was no up and down and up and down. There was no craziness to his voice. There was nothing that made you want to listen. There was none of that. Because we all know, I mean, if you've listened to some of these, you know, I can get a little crazy with some of this stuff. But the reality is, when you're speaking to someone, you don't want to be that seventh grade social studies teacher. You don't want to speak with that monotone voice and put your audience to sleep. You're the leader, you're in charge. People have to understand what you're saying, they have to listen to you. So you want to vary your voice. You want to vary that modulation. You want to up and down, in and out. You want to vary the patterns of your sound so people listen. Okay. You've got to get through. So when you're getting through, it's the pattern, and you don't want your pattern to put them to sleep. Are you with me? Come on now. Patterns of sound matter. That's the first thing we have to deal with, how your pattern is when you speak. We'll talk a little bit more about the pause because that also interrupts the pattern. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay? All right. Hey, the next time we talk, we're going to talk about filters. Okay? That's another good one. Then I'm going to give you an exercise when we're done with all of this. When we're going to talk about filters, we're going to talk about timing and meaning. Then I'm going to dare you to listen to a particular song, and I want you to pick some stuff out of it. All right, that's it out here. Talk to you later. Be well.